Now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They've got the ball in a great spot here, already inside the red zone following that fumble recovery. They will throw on first down with Burrow. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. To throw again on second down. Burrow over the middle, complete. It's Woods. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tim Patrick, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers are on the board here first in the season opener. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Throwing is Allen on third. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up fourth. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
As a coach, your team loves it. It's starting to bring the road, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive. And now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Running the slant, that's Robert Woods. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Throwing again on second down. Burrow. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Falcons offense set to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. To throw, it's Allen. Throw over the middle, he finds Williams. Looking to throw again on second down. Allen. He completes it to Wilson. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
First carry here for Kenneth Walker III to the 43, second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And Walker once more. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Allen. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and the Buccaneers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Burrow. He finds Hopkins complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. As this complete to Woods. And they go play action now. Burrow. And he fires one that's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Falcons are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And meanwhile, Allen's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. That's complete to Treylon Burks. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3-and-out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, still in the first half here, a long way to go. Now it's Burrow. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. Short throw to Disley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On 2nd down, Elliott. Dancing away at the 30. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Here we go. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Burrow will throw. And they're going to get him. They bring it down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. With Sean Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow over the middle. It's complete. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They'll run it with Elliott. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Sticking with Walker on second down. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Allen from the gun on third down. And it's a fumble. And the Buccaneers have it.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
This time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. A chance of wasting this great starting field position. A real threat. This is 3rd and long. Burrow looking to pass. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. But now this offense comes back out onto the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Open man, that's the tight end fire move. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Allen to throw it. Throwing quickly to Wilson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. From the 45 on 2nd down. Allen, right side to Williams. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Allen now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Allen. It's complete. Burks. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. This will be fielded at the 17. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And shutting him off, now open field. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 10th carry now for Elliott. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 51 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. And now they will throw it with Burrow. It's complete to Hopkins. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
first down carry by Elliott. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now it's Burrow. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary now with his 2nd sack here on opening night.
That's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, not going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you'll see it just conk off that upright. And they're denied a chance at 3 points.
Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. And they had a long drive going last time, but it stalled out. But still, maybe something positive to carry forward from that last drive.
Well, a few different things that you carry forward. Number one, as you noted, they were moving it pretty well, so that gives them a lot of confidence. The second part is, keeps your defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest up a little bit. And last but not least, you've taken a good look at what you've done on offense, noted where the weaknesses are, and you know when you want to come back to them.
Like when you're organized with your points. Well done.
A, B, and C.
From midfield, here's Allen. Here's Freiermuth again. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. On play action, Allen. He's got a man, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Give him 32 on the play.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal. Here's Walker. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Back to the ground. This time Cook. Down at the 2. Broke through the first contact, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. Allen now on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Bucs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
Now Burrow on 1st down. Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. So on 4th down, here's the Australian native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be Falcon football. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. And again it's Allen. And that is incomplete. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in a kicker to try and hit from 61 yards, and this one winds up no good.
Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues. So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Caught by Woods. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down. Unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Again, it's Burrow. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hopkins. And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
That's complete once again to Hopkins. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great work.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A huge win defensively there on the sack, setting him back 12 yards. And now 3rd and goal.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit, where it was the visiting Chiefs who come in and get the victory on the road. Chris Godwin leading the way with 3 touchdown catches. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And as you see, they were losers earlier this afternoon. Tony Pollard, a touchdown run in the victory. Finally, we finish at MetLife Stadium to see what's going on with the Jets. And they were losers in their ball game as the visiting Buffalo Bills come in and took it to them. Aaron Rodgers with 3 touchdown passes in the Week 1 victory. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in the first half for Tampa Bay. And it was important for them to get the season off on the right foot. And they've done just that, thanks to a very solid outing by their passing offense thus far. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bucs ready to go here to begin the 3rd quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. He finds Hopkins complete. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Burrow toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. And that is incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Burrow will throw. Then he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now Burrow. Another targeting catch for Robert Woods. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 40. The third down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Inside give to Elliott. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Patrick. And he is going to lose yardage here. On 3rd down, Burrow. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. To the air again, Burrow. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. That one goes for 8 yards. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to give one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Now, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. First down. Here's Burrow. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Now it's Burrow. And it's caught. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Elliott is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Boy, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Reggie Gilliam taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Buccaneers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Zerline now for the PAT. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So that about as lengthy a drive as you're ever going to see. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So we get set to start this 3rd quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. On 2nd and 10. Allen. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Up the middle, here's Walker. A nice move he had, but can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30. From the 29, Allen. Wilson's got it complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football back at their own 17.
This has been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for them. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100-1. And it's not looking good for them here.
Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Returnable for Watson. A beautiful fake. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Allen. And Walker has it. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 12.
Now Allen. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now Burrow on 1st down. Short throw to Disley. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hopkins. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And Burrow going to throw again. Airing it out deep for Woods. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. They'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Patrick. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 17-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. From the red zone now, here's Burrow 1st down. It's complete to Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down at will.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Now Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now it's Burrow. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. They tried to let the fullback pound it in between the tackles, but he stopped up short. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. Here's Walker to start the drive. Showed some flash on the run, but he will be brought down shy of his 10.
Brought down at his own 8-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
2nd and 5 now. Allen over the middle into the hands of Burks. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. On play action, Allen. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
DeAndre Hopkins and the rest of the offense heading back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Burrow. And he's got it. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle.
Touchdown! Will Dissly from 3 yards out. And the Bucs are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
On 2nd down, Elliott once more. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Here's Burrow. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it'll be fourth down. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or two. It's no good, and the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And brought in downfield by Burks. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Caught by Wilson. And they'll work this down inside the 30. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen going right back to Wilson. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. From the 21 and 2nd and 10. And again it's Allen. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Buccaneers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. But all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
They start on the ground with Elliott. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They go to Elliott again. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Burrow. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Christian Harris. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Bucs ready to take over once again. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
From the 30 on second down. Burrow. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty.
Ball start.
Andrew Thomas, former first-rounder from Georgia, called for the penalty there. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. On 2nd and 12, Burrow. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Burrow will throw. Flush. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Rashawn Gary make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Allen now looks to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Again, it's Elliott. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 22. Burrow on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. From the 39, Allen. And complete right side to Cook. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Throwing is Allen on third. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete.
Pass intended for Traylon Burks. Incomplete. Sets up
One final try here for Allen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. On 2nd down, Elliott. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Well, partner, that'll do it. These Week 1 primetime games, they always seem to have a little bit more electricity, a little more anticipation, a fun one tonight, and a lot of fun ones that we have on the road ahead.
And partner, I love the word you just used there, electricity. Things were crackling out there, weren't they? And let's face it, both of these teams came in with the idea, get off to the start. Get off to a 1-0 start and get your season going. That could spark an excellent season for them. They've got that in their pocket now.
So for Tampa Bay, it'll be a happy trip home as they start the season with a road victory here on a Monday night. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville.